Middleweight bout here. Jacob the Mamba Malkoun coming in at minus 450. Cody Brundage sitting at plus 325. Over under 1.5 rounds. Minus 250 for the over. Plus 200 for the under. Cody Brundage 2-3 in his last 5. Might have been one of the worst performances I have seen in recent memory. His last time out against Cedric Dumas in a fight where he landed. What was the total on it? 3 significant strikes in 3 rounds. So that's 1 per round for Jacob Malkoun. Big favorite coming into this one. Don't know if I could trust it that much because it's not like he has some great abilities. I mean, he's a wrestler. Doesn't have a lot of finishing ability on the ground, but he does have a great gas tank. He's able to chain wrestle you and just pick you up, put you down. Lands 7.46 takedowns per 15 minutes. So he can rack them up. And that's really what he wants to do. He wants to wear you down early and just be able to pick you up and put you down and tire you out, just outwork you. That's what he's able to do. So he could probably do that in this one. But he's live for getting knocked out in the first because Cody Brundage will throw some heavy hands early. And he's been able to land that. I mean, he's got a first-round knockout against Tresean Gore and a first-round submission by guillotine against Dolce Lungiambula. The man, Cody Brundage, loves to jump guillotine. So usually never works out, but sometimes it does. He tried it on Rodolfo Fierro. Probably one of the worst decisions I've ever seen to do that. Because are you really going to sub Rodolfo Vieira by guillotine? Probably not. Yeah, this is just a greasy fight. What are you thinking?
Yeah, a couple things worry me for Cody Brundage. One is that this is on shorter notice. I feel like a lot of his fights are for some reason. I don't know if I'm just imagining that or if he's taking a lot of short notice fights and it always bites him in the ass.
Huh? He's trying to be a company guy, I think.
Yeah. But even against Olazechek, he landed 0 strikes in that fight before getting knocked out. And, he had 3 takedowns in that fight. And then Olazechek from the top just started landing shots and put him down. And the other thing I worry about is he's with a really good camp and a really good coach in Mark Montoya. And you would expect adjustments to be made. But once he gets in the octagon, it's like it's like anything he's been working on or the adjustments he should have been making just aren't there. Like he doesn't show them at all. So that worries me because these 3-fight losing streak, you'd think something would change, but it's just the same old Cody Brundage. Like you said, jump guillotine, make bad decisions, end up in, if you're in a dominant position, he's pretty easily reversed into a bad one. And Cedric Dumas, I thought he'd go in there and have a lot of success early in the fight, and he just didn't. He just couldn't. So coming in here against Malkoun, who's, got the grappling credentials and the wrestling's off the charts, like this dude is relentlessly taking down guys 9 times in a fight against Maximov, 7 times against Brendan Allen, even though he lost, 6 times against AJ Dobson. Like this dude will take you down. So that scares me for Brundage as well. He does swing hard though. Like you said, if you are playing Cody Brundage, you might as well do it in the first round and you're going to get a better price. And if it goes past the first, Malkoun's, I think, is just going to maul him and make it pretty ugly for the last 2 rounds here. So yeah, for my pick, I'm sticking with Malkoun. Not much faith in Cody Brundage here, but he's definitely live early with a big right hand.
I think you're better off playing it live because you'll know after the first round who's going to win this fight. Like if Malkoun's landing takedowns and Brundage isn't really doing well, or if he's just making dumb mistakes again, Malkoun's going to win. But Brundage is live in the first round because he landed a knockdown on Rodolfo Vieira too. He's got the first round knockout to Tresean Gore, like I said. And one of Malkoun's losses is an 18-second knockout to Phil Haas in round 1. So he doesn't have he has probably really bad striking. Like Jacob Malkoun has really bad striking, but he just never really has to use it. So yeah, I would expect him to get a win here if he can extend it into second and third round and just rack up takedowns. But Brundage is live in the first. Malkoun will be my pick, but just, beware. Probably better off taking the live.